Hello students, welcome back to commercial arithmetic class. So today we will be solving one last problem on effective rate of interest. So the 35th problem is a sum of rupees 1000 amounts to rupees 8000 in 30 years compound interest payable half yearly. When will be the sum amounts to rupees 2000? So in this question they have given a principal amount 1000, it will amount to 8000 in how many years? For 30 years, and it is payable half yearly. So it is effective rate of interest, it is known now. But the question is now to find, you have to find how many years is required such that this principal amount 1000 amounts to 2000. So you have to find in how much duration 1000 rupees will amount to 2000. So for that, here the rate is not given. So first we will find out rate, and then we will find out for how many years we will get amount as 2000. So initially P is 1000, amount is 8000, small n is 30, rate is unknown, we will take it as R. Because it is effective rate of interest, we have to find out capital R and capital N. So capital R will be R by 2 because half yearly. So it is nothing but 1 by 2 R or 0.5 R % per period. And your capital N is N into 2, that is 30 into 2, which is equal to 60 periods. So now we will substitute in the formula of amount. So it is P into 1 plus R by 100 whole raised to N. So substitute the terms. So we will get, so if it goes to the denominator, it is 8000 by 1000 equal to 1 plus 0.005 R whole raised to 60, which is 8 equal to 1 plus 0.005 R whole raised to 60. We want this R, so we have to get rid of this power. So what we will do, for left hand side we will take it as 8 whole raised to 1 by 60, that is 60th root of 8 equal to 1.005 R. So what you have to do, if you want, you can go for the shortcut method, or else first take x equal to 8 whole raised to 1 by 60, then log x equal to 1 by 60 into log 8. Find out the value of log 8, divide it by 60. For that answer, find anti-log. You will get it as 1.03526. If not, then go for that shortcut method in your calculators, but by pressing root symbol 12 times. So that procedure you can follow. The calculation is the same. So 8 raised to 1 by 60 is 0.03526. So we want for R, then this one will go to the left hand side and we have to subtract it. So we will get 0.03526 equal to 0.05 R. So you want for R, so divide it. R equal to 0.03526 by 0.005. Therefore R is 0.70529 or approximately 7.06%. Now we got rate of interest. We will find with this rate of interest how much year is required for an amount, for a principal amount 100 to become 2000 rupees. So now capital R will be 0.706 divided by 2, so it is 3.53% per period. N is not known. Now you have to find out this N. So it will be 2N. Principal amount is 1000, amount is 2000, N is unknown. So substitute in the formula, we will get 2000 equal to 1000 into 1 plus 0.353 by 100 whole raised to 2N. So this N has to be found out. So this will go in the denominator. So we will get 2 equal to 0.0353 whole raised to 2N. So now you want this 2N, what you have to do, take log. So I have explained over here log 2 equal to 2n into log 1.0353. Find log values. Then your 2n will be approximately equal to 20. If you want to go by calculator, then what you have to do, so this number will be some power of 0.0353. So type 1.0353 in your calculator, press into symbol and equal to symbol till you get answer near to 2, and you will get that answer when you press equal to symbol 19 times. So 1.0353 whole raised to 20 is equal to 2. Therefore 20 equal to 2n. The bases are same, then the powers will also be equal. Therefore it is 20 equal to 2n. Therefore n is 10 years. So this means the sum will amount to rupees 2000 in 10 years at 7.06% per annum. So with this we complete the concept of effective rate of interest. So we will start with depreciation from the next class, but here I'll quickly explain what is depreciation. So we will understand what is depreciation. Depreciation is the loss caused in the value of fixed assets such as buildings, machines, electronic gadgets, etc. by their constant use. Or in simple terms, you can say depreciation as there is some reduction in the value of an asset over a time due to particular to wear and tear. That is, you are using a product for a continuous time or for over a number of periods, then its value will obviously decrease after certain years. Say for example, if today you are buying an iPhone, say iPhone 12, then the price might be, I'm not sure, it might be around 80k. Then obviously if you live after 2 years, then there will be some better edition and the amount of that iPhone 12 will obviously reduce. So that is known as depreciation. So there are many methods to calculate depreciation. We will be using diminishing balance method or reducing balance method. There is fixed installment also. So this formula is used, which is formula for reducing balance method or diminishing balance method. So the formula is Vn equal to P into 1 minus R by 100 whole raised to n, where Vn stands for value after n years, P stands for the original price of the asset or the cost price, R stands for the rate of depreciation, and n is period in years. So you can see this formula is similar to formula of compound interest. There it was plus, here it is minus. Why minus? Because there is certain reduction or loss, therefore we are taking minus. So remember this formula. Will solve few problems of this and will be done with the first unit. Thank you.